Assalamualaikum and good morning, madam. Now we want to present about mini project 1. Our group have Sufiana Adlin, Tabitha Grace, Nojuana, and Suti Ainuhayat, me. So next, introduction. For the introduction, physical access control is a security measure designed to restrict access to physical spaces, such as buildings, rooms, or data centers to authorized individuals only. In this project, we used to define 3 user category and 5 main features, menu, process for the system with explanation. After that, we designed the project using a functional decomposition diagram, FDD, and a context diagram for our system. As requested by the question, we also use a data flow diagram, DFD, level 0, to explain in details about the system. From this diagram, we take 2 main processes from DFD level 0 that designed before and we developed to DFD level 1. So next, define minimum 3 different user category for the system with explanation. So for the first category is software developers. This user group covers software solution technologies, personnel who work in the software development department. Secondly, to create and test software application, they need to access to the company server room, data centers, and testing laboratories. Second, IT support staff. Employees in the IT department are responsible for maintaining Sofix network infrastructure, servers, and other technological assets. To accomplish their tasks, they need access to various regions of the facility, such as the server rooms and data centers. A physical access control system may be set up to provide them with access to certain places while monitoring and documenting their movement. Third one is visitor. This user type covers those who are not Sofix solution technologies workers but need temporary access to the premise, such as customer, vendors, or job candidates. A physical access control system can issue visitors a temporary access permit, allowing them to enter areas of the Sofix building, such as the lobby, conference room, while blocking access to other areas. This guarantees that visitors do not have unauthorized access to sensitive places and assets. So for question B, I will pass to Sufiana.
Next, I will explain about the defined system menu and process. First is user management. Administrator may add, remove, and alter user account for the access control system with the help of user management function. Secondly, you may do this by adding new user, adding them to the certain access group, and adjusting their access rights for various office space. Second is the access control menu. For the access control menu, a vital component of the system that enables administrator to govern access right for the various sections inside the Sofix Solution Technology Office is the access control menu. This menu needs to offer a simple interface for adding, changing, and removing access control rules for various rooms and spaces. Thirdly is reporting and analytics. The system should provide reporting and analytic feature that let administrator create different access control related reports, such as access log, access histories, and user activity reports. Secondly, this report can aid with the compliance need, reveal insight into the access pattern, and pinpoint possible security problem. For the fourth is the event logging and monitoring. For the system should include a strong event logging and monitoring capability that records and logs all access events, including successful and unsuccessful access attempts, changes change to access permission and other system-related events. This feature need to include both a searchable event log for looking back at previous occurrences and real-time monitoring of access events. Next. So for the last is backup and disaster recovery. The system should include a strong backup and disaster recovery function that guarantee the availability and integrity of access control data. This should involve frequent automatic backup of user account, access log, and access control configuration that are kept in redundant distributed places. So next, I will pass it to Joanna.
So for the next question, I will explain about functional decomposition diagram. So physical access control system is the highest level of the diagram representing the entire system. So for the second level, we have 4 functions, which is authorization system, authentication system, physical barrier system, and monitoring system. So for the authorization system, we have 3 sub function, which is user management system, access control policy management system, and audit trail management system. For the second function, which is authentication system, we have 3 sub function: card reader system, biometric authentication system, PIN authentication system. For the third one, physical barrier system, the sub function is door locks, turnstiles, security gates, and for the last one is monitoring system. The sub function for monitoring system is alarm system, surveillance cameras, and notification system. So next, I will pass it to Tabitha.
All right, next, I will explain about the context diagram of our system. So as you can know, our system is the physical access control system, which is divided into 3, which is manager, employee, and visitor. So first of all, manager will has 2 check-in and check-out information, registration information. For employee, check information, scan ID card, verify ID card, allow unauthorized employee. Last but not least, which is visitor registration, check information, unauthorized access, and check-in, check-out information. That is the context diagram that we have done. Next, I will pass to Joanna.
Okay, so now I and Sufiana will explain about data flow diagram for DFD level 1. Okay. Next. So this is the process of DFD level 1. So according to the DFD level 1 schematic of the authentication procedure, employees and visitors will request access to the system from access control. So access control will send an access request and an alert notification for access request approval and alarm management. Then the access request approval process will grant access request to employees and send log access permission history to audit trails logging. So next I will pass it to Sufiana.
So next, I will continue. Then the audit trail logging will store the access permission info in the access logs data stores. Next, access request approval will also send user access information to the access request database store and return a value to the access request approval if the information is in the database. Alarm management will send the alert notification to security notification, where security notification will send the notification that is given by alarm management to security personnel, and security personnel will catch the user. So next, I will pass to Ainul.
All right, it's me. So next, the last one, we will go on to DFD level 1 for process A. So on the right-hand side is the diagram that we have done. So the explanation is, according to the DFD level 1, authentication produce an employee or visitor entering the facility must scan their access card to the entrance check-in point, and the system will authenticate the employee and visitor identifying information. The security observer will check the employee and visitor identification information from the database to see if they are authorized and will only grant access to the authorized employee and visitors. Next, I will pass to Ainul.
So now DFD level 1 for process B. So according to the DFD level 1 semantic of authentication procedure, an employee or visitor entering the facility must scan their access card at the entrance check-in point, and the system will authenticate the employee and visitor identifying information. For the secondly, the security observers will check the employee and visitor identification information from the database to see if they are authorized and will only grant access to authorized employees and visitors. Otherwise, if they are discovered as intruder, unauthorized employees or visitor, the alarm system will start to ring and they will not be allowed to enter. So now I'll pass to Tabitha for the conclusion.
Okay, conclusion is physical access control systems are essential for ensuring the security of physical spaces of the safety of individuals within them. Physical access control systems are used in a variety of settings, including business, government buildings, and residential complex to regulate who have access to certain areas. Lastly, the benefits of physical access control system include increased security, accountability, and safety. Thank you. That's all from us.